It will not be doom and gloom for Hearts in the Tony Bloom era, as he claims that not only is the old firm dominance in Scotland over, but he would be majorly disappointed if Hearts have not won the Scottish Premiership within the next decade. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. Hearts haven't even played a game this season in the league. We're just about to get kicked off, just about to get underway in about an hour's time, but Tony Bloom, he isn't waiting for the first game. He's already coming out and saying that Hearts will be competing in Scotland, and he thinks Hearts can split the top two. He believes that Hearts can at least finish second this season in the Scottish Premiership. And who are we to doubt Tony Bloom? Guys had good success at Brighton, good success at, I believe, his other club in Belgium. So I expect him to have success at Hearts. Why wouldn't he have? And he's got fighting talk. He's coming out saying that they can reach the Champions League as well. So not only winning league titles, he wants Hearts to be in the Champions League. He wants Hearts to be competitive in the Champions League. Now, Tony Bloom did complete his £9.86 million deal in June. That secured him 29% of the stake in the Jambos. But he's not done with that. He's not just happy to be a stakeholder. He wants to help Hearts get to the next level. So in his first meeting with Scottish journalists ahead of Monday's Scottish Premiership opener at home to Aberdeen, this is what Tony Bloom had to say about the future of Hearts. He said, quote, "If we have not won the league title in the next 10 years, I will be very disappointed. I want to make sure that we are in the talk to win the title at the start of each season. And hopefully we won't just talk the talk, but we will walk the walk. Not being in the Scottish football bubble, I think it's easier for me. I'm not just saying that as somebody that's putting some investment in. I've seen what we've done at Brighton. I've seen what we've done at Union St Gelosi. So hence the confidence in where I think Hearts can go. I genuinely believe that this current Hearts squad is very strong, and every season it will develop and get stronger. I think Hearts will have an excellent season. I think we can, even from this season, challenge for every tournament that we're in. I truly believe in the squad of players that has been assembled, and I've got every faith in Derek's ability to get the best out of them and to improve them. I think we've got a very good chance of at least being second this season. Hearts will be a force when we get into Europe. We'll be winning games. We will help lift that coefficient. I hope that is when Hearts do win the league, the coefficient is such that we go straight into the Champions League group stage, just like Union St Gelosi have. By winning the league, they've gone straight into the season's group stage of the Champions League. I understand there will be a lot of Celtic and Rangers fans, maybe Hibs and Aberdeen fans who will be laughing, saying we've heard it all before. That's fine. I'm just saying as I see it. I'm not saying it's going to be a straight line success. I'm not saying we're going to win trophies this season, that season, or next season. Looking from afar, looking at the success we've had at Union St Gelosi, I just thought there was an opportunity here to shake things up in Scotland. I've just got a lot more confidence of what Hearts can do compared to when I did a press conference at Union 7 years ago. End of quote. So Tony Bloom mentioning there that when Hearts win the league, he's hoping that they can go straight in to the Champions League. That when we get into Europe next season, he's thinking Hearts will win games, Hearts will help lift the coefficient. Basically, he thinks that Hearts, over the next couple of seasons, can help lift the coefficient in the minor European competitions. So by the time they actually win the league, then they will go straight into the Champions League. So, I mean, bold words there for Tony Bloom, predicting that Hearts are going to be a threat in Europe. Hearts are going to win the league within the next 10 years. Hearts are going to go straight into the Champions League and be competitive and win Champions League games. I mean, who am I to doubt the guy? I mean, I hope that's true. I hope that we are in the Champions League within the next 10 years. But he also went on to say, quote, "It's really important for Scottish football for it not to be a one or two club show. And it's not going to be from now on. I assure everyone of that. I welcome the investment from other clubs outside of the old firm. I think that's really good for Scottish football. It's not good at all that historically Scottish clubs haven't been doing well in Europe, so it lowers the Scottish coefficient. That means even if you win the league like Celtic, they've got to win knockout games to actually get into the group games of the Champions League. I'm very confident that coefficient over the next few years will change, which would be really good for Scottish football. I really hope it will be good news for Hearts. I'm really excited about the challenge, and the days of it being a two-runner race have gone. And it means the fans and the media are not talking about it being a two-runner race. As I said, that will not be the case from now on. Every game that Heart of Midlothian plays in, we will play to win. Every tournament that Hearts are in, we think we can win it, and we're aiming to win it. I accept that the fact when we get into the Champions League, that may be a little bit difficult, but we have to believe. And we have to believe in who we are and what we are, and our head coach and our players and everyone at the football club. I certainly do believe, and I think that the squad of players that Graham Jones, sporting director, has helped put together under Derek McInnes will continue to get stronger year on year on year. And it sounds like a success to me if Rangers and Celtic are knocking on Graham's door wanting to buy our players, but they might not be able to buy our players as they may have bigger clubs to go to. I don't like to make predictions on one game or one season as there are many variables, but what I would say is Hearts have got an exceptionally good squad this season, and I think there's every chance that we will have success this season. Not being in Europe this season gives Hearts an excellent chance in the league, perhaps in the Cups as well. Hearts fans have every right to have big expectations, and historically I don't think those expectations have been big enough. I know it's difficult and that the old firm have a huge advantage in terms of turnover, commercial deals and fan base, but that's all changing because we're going to have a squad to compete with the very best teams in Scotland. End of quote. Tony Bloom, not mincing his words, not beating around the bush, not being shy, not holding back, not having a lack of expectations. Full out there, just saying that Hearts are going to be the league winners within the next 10 years. He wants it to be a lot sooner than that. Hearts are going to be in the Champions League. Hearts are going to be among the best teams in Scotland. And Celtic Rangers are not going to have things their own way going forward. So look, Tony Bloom, like he said, right now he's talking the walk, but now he needs to walk the walk. I think with the investment, in his words, the appointment of Derek McInnes, for me this season, anything less than third would be a disaster. And that's partly down to, I think, the expectations and the pressure that Tony Bloom is putting on this club. You cannot come out and say that Hearts can win the title this season and that you think they can at least split the old firm and finish second. You can't come out and say all these things and then finish like 4th or 5th or 6th, or God forbid, another bottom 6 finish. That's just not possible. That can't happen. So, Tony Bloom, he's excited. He's got expectations, and I'm excited too. Hopefully, he's right. Hopefully, that our Hearts can be this dominant force in Scottish football that he thinks they will be. I mean, I think Hearts will improve season by season. I think we'll gradually get better. I think we'll close the gap to the old firm. I'm not expecting it to happen overnight, but Tony Bloom, he seems to have a faster speed. He wants to accelerate this, this rise to the top, I guess, for Hearts. So, here's hoping it happens his way. I hope it's quick, and yeah, Tony Bloom, if you do bring success, if what he claims is going to happens, then what a legend he will be at Hearts. But yeah, it's going to be difficult, and it's not going to happen overnight. If you look at Rangers, I mean, look how long they've taken to try and close the gap to Celtic. One title at the last 15 seasons. The Rangers have been playing catch-up ever since getting relegated to League 2, and they haven't done it yet. Yeah, they've won one league, but apart from that, it's been complete domination for Celtic. So Rangers are playing catch up for 15 years essentially, and they've got more money, they've got more finances. They've got more fans, they've got a bigger stadium, they've got more European football than Hearts. So it is going to be tough. But here, Tony Bloom thinks he can do it. He's had success at Brighton and Union St Gelosi. We'll see if he has success at Hearts as well. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Hope he's right, but I think he might need to take a reality pill. I'm not saying Hearts can't have the success he's claiming, but it's going to be a long journey in my opinion. This season, if Hearts can finish third, that would be good enough for me, but he wants second, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's it. Till next time, peace.